Love is Blind UK season 3. I really wanted to talk about these two. Um she when she's Kiera, what's her name? Sierra, Kiara. Um when she told when she said that she wanted to push him to see how much he could take and she was nagging. I was going to say kind of nagging, but she was nagging. And I thought that is a weird thing to do. Um especially if you're especially in the I don't know, it's just a weird thing to do. So he did not like it. Apparently, so they had a fight off camera and an argument because I guess she was mad his parents didn't want to meet her on camera. It had nothing to do with her, they just didn't want to be on camera. So they went out to dinner and she admitted to Cuba when they went out to eat, or she met with Cuba, and she admitted that she did too much. And she admitted that she was trying to pick a fight and she was in the mood to fight, which, why? Why are you in the mood to fight? And so when she met with him and she admitted it, she was aware that she did that and she felt bad. So she was talking to him about it and she apologized and she said she knew it was her and she was self-sabotaging, and he was just looking like, I don't know what happened, but he was looking like, if is this you? And to be honest, it is her. She might not have liked it after the fact, but you did that. And then when they first moved into their apartment, she made the comment that she was going to try to push him to see how much he could take, which is crazy. So he pretty much was like saying, okay, we're going to see how this goes at this point. Um, he's probably got a little bit of a wall up. But later on, I think his walls were down a little bit. His parents did eventually meet her, but on camera. But I still think he has not forgotten that. Whatever happened, he hasn't forgotten it. Look at Francesca here. But this whole scene with Joseph, Chevanique, um, Francesca, and Kiara. Now, I don't know if I missed something, but I didn't really feel like going back to look. But when they were in the pods and Joseph was talking to Chevanique, and she was trying to change his mind about Francesca being his number one, that I remember. Because I remember thinking he told her he wanted to be with Francesca. I would have been like, okay, you can't convince somebody to care about you. So I don't remember. I remember him being wishy washy, and he ended up saying, okay, I'll see. Like once she did kind of change his mind a little bit or made him think twice, but he ended up eventually picking Francesca, right? But she was making it seem like the whole chatter, and Kiera, I don't know why she's in this. But they were making it seem like he told her he still wanted to be with her outside of the pods, or wanted to try to see how things go outside the pods. And I don't remember hearing any of that. I could have missed it, but I didn't think that I did. And when they were sitting at the table, we didn't really get a clear answer. So I'm inclined to believe he didn't say that, because Chevanique wasn't really saying what she could have been saying. Like she was like, "Well, I don't want to hurt, Francesca's feelings." Francesca was just like, "Just tell me." So that whole situation was really weird, and I feel like they're trying to make it a thing, especially Kiera. I feel like she was really trying to make it a thing because she was bringing it up at odd times, and it wasn't even necessary, and really had nothing to do with it. And here, Kiara really seemed bothered, but she was really trying to act like she wasn't bothered. So I don't know. It was just a weird interaction. This was odd. Jack was being really weird, and she was like, you could tell she didn't want him to get too drunk. So I don't know or to drink too much. I don't know what was going on behind the scenes, but she was really acting like a nervous person, like almost like she was babysitting him, like she's seen him do a little too much while he's drinking and she was worried about it. And then this was odd. It was like she was trying to She told him she wanted him to behave, but then she didn't want him to be mad at her. And he was like, I just met your parents and we had a good time. And it was just odd. She looked like someone who was worried about him being angry with her because she didn't want him to drink. It was very bizarre. And then the episode ended with him, a phone call, like, and she letting us know that she didn't know where he was. She had called him and she didn't know where he was, like he didn't come home or something. So I don't know about these two. We'll see.